Abuse in all its forms are a daily reality for many Nigerian children, especially the girl child. Available records show that 6 out of every 10 children experience some form of violence.
In carrying out this project is again going back to the culture of silence. A whole lot of these issues are coming up as we found out during our focus group discussions and project activities. But a lot of the people who are being abused are not willing to come out. A lot of the people who have been abused, we have cases actually that were even reported to the police, reported to NAPTIP, but halfway while the investigation is going on, they withdraw because of pressure from family, from religious organizations and all that. So I would say that's a huge challenge that we face. You know, the fear of the victims probably not getting married and all of that. But we try to break that myth because it's a myth. As a survivor of sexual violence myself, I often tell people that, look, it's only in your mind. You know, survivors of sexual violence can actually arise to become anything that they want to become, that they set their minds on, rather than allowing the society quench their passion and quench the purposes that they have set out for themselves.
The United Nations Women Organization says violence against the girl child is rooted in social norms, including community beliefs about gender superiority.
If we have a holistic prevention approach that we are all implementing and to help to address a lot of things, I would always like to say that violence against women and girls exists because of negative social norms that a lot of us carry in our head. Some people believe that, oh, is it not just a girl? Some people still feel that girls are just second-class citizens, and this should not be the case. So if people carry this notion in their head and they pass it on from one generation to the other, we're never going to get out of the wood. So we think very strongly that as we do prevention work, we must continue to address negative social norms that promotes this sort of things. So we've got to educate our girls. We've got to, first of all, even make our girls understand that, look, they are not second-class citizens. They are girls and they should be respected for what they represent.
The major cause of sexual violence against girls, when the boys feel that it is their right to sexually abuse girls, when the boys feel that they are better than the girls, they see rape and sexual violence as a norm and as and something that the girls should expect or should actually be happy about. So I would say that starting from the home setting, our parents need to understand and teach the children that whatever gender you have, both gender are important. Both gender can contribute to the meaningful well-being and economic development of the society.
To curb this anomaly, the UN Women is calling for stringent laws and proper enforcement to be in place.
You find out that we currently have an act, which is the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. It was passed into law. We need to know that those laws have very wonderful provisions to actually bring justice for those who have been violated. But we also know that only very few states in Nigeria have passed the VAP into law. People know that people get punished for violating a girl, for example, to prevent others from doing it.
We need to also take into consideration the fears that these communities have with regards to the laws and help them to alleviate those fears and make sure that make them understand that the laws are not meant, to disrupt the society in any way, but they are meant to protect vulnerable persons who include women, girls.
For children who are victims of or at risk from violence, abuse and neglect in the society.